Anyway, I'm recording.
Base, dude. Welcome to another edition of Chaos and Divism Raid videos, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends!
Oof, I just got owned right out of the gate. That was good. I definitely have to give Scott props though for raiding with two people without like freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, we just perma-killed one of them.
Yeah.
That was good, dude.
you were
Their
supposed to
character's dead.
hold back, dude. You just killed him. You killed him.
Yeah, dude, his character's perma-killed.
He lost all of his shit.
I'm gonna say, I think Xenor's character
Dude, what would you do if you found out that happened? Like, there was some glitch on SL's side where it just disconnected and just took all of his shit and deleted his account.
Oh, that would suck, dude. Imagine if that's how SL combat was. Like, you just lose everything whenever you die.
God.
I
Other
wonder-
players get to loot your corpse.
Yeah.
I wonder if people would play it, like, if it were like that.
I definitely wouldn't. I'd be like, nah, dude, I'm keeping my inventory for myself. I've been hoarding over this for, like, what, 14 years now or something like that? 13 years? 14 years? Yeah, 14, yeah.
You get to take the top three most expensive items and watch it be like a fucking sim or something.
that a-
I don't know.
RuneScape reference.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the sim that we should have made. Just make the wilderness from RuneScape.
You should do it, dude, on the ground. Because I think it's going to be...
Isn't it just like a woods, though? Like, it's just a flat plain?
Yep, you can get, like, the RuneScape assets.
You get the really low poly RuneScape assets.
Yeah.
Sarah could probably make those in like a day.
Dude, I remember playing that shit back when it was still 2D.
It was never 2D. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was.
It was like always this like pseudo 3D thing. I guess it's kind of 2.5D-ish, but
Yeah. It's still isometric 2D. I mean,
not anymore. It's not.
well, not anymore.
RuneScape
of
3
course.
is like full. Like you could turn the camera and everything. Well, you could do that in 2. I think you're talking about 1 or when everybody had like a tomato head.
Yeah.
You walked around, you just like scooted your feet across the
You know
ground.
the funny shit? I accidentally made my character look exactly like a banker for my first account.
Dude, they ported RuneScape, both 2 and 3, to phones. Like you can play that on your phone now. It's actually pretty cool. All right, man. Why? I really need to clean my inventory. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, the best part about getting the RuneScape assets in SL is you don't even need to texture them. You just give them faces and color the faces in.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? RuneScape SLMC would be literally the most efficient SLMC in SL.
There was this dude in SL that made his own MMO RPG in it, like a complete MMO, and everything was prims. Like he used really low poly prims for everything. Like everything had a primitar, and you had to buy a subscription game card from him to play his game. It was it was neat.
That actually sounds pretty neat, but it seems like one of those things that, like, I don't know. It'd be difficult to keep it going. Dude, Scott is
It
shrekking us
never
right now.
it never really took off, but
Yeah.
I mean, he had some players. Like, it's pretty funny. I remember being entranced by it. It was the biggest reason why I'm trying to do my my project with my anime thing right now. Except I'm not going to charge people to play it.
Yeah. The only thing in that line I think that really worked was Midgar's like backer board or whatever.
Yeah. Cocoon has. If I could get into Cocoon, like, they didn't ban me from the sim, so I was able to stand there like last week and look at it all, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they have this really cool, elaborate system where like they use a meter, right? And they have all these proprietary like weapons and vehicles. And if you donate the sim, like you're given weapons and vehicles. Like they have tiers of donations, like Patreon goals and shit. And if you reach these goals, you know, it's like, oh, you unlock this car. It's interesting, but it's completely pay to win.
Yeah. That's a shame that they decided to deny your application like that. I mean, that was kind of lame, to be honest with you.
Well, they got back to me. I don't know if I told you this, and they said, "Oh, you can reapply in 6 months."
In 6 months, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
ridiculous.
Like,
Why?
yeah,
Why?
what's the point?
Like,
yeah.
either ban me or don't.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't
what will
understand
have
the 6 month
changed in
shit.
6 months? Because it's not like there was any like pattern of behavior that caused them to deny it. It's not like there was a lack of RP experience. Like, I don't know. I am still kind of salty about that.
I think what they're trying to do is just give me the cold shoulder, like the brush off, like, oh, he'll just forget about us in 6 months, and we won't have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Because they know that they're in a ridiculous position and that they're just denying me because they don't like me, but they don't want to say it, but they don't want to have me there, so they'll just give him a 6 month thing. He'll go away because they know that I'm gonna make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is. Like, in my sim, when we would punish people, like, there would be a time where we would ban somebody off the sim for 6 months, but it was because they did something and they needed to have a timeout.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't the case. It's like, you can't even join our sim. I just don't, I can't. So that's the thing is, how do you hold people accountable for shit in a completely different sim, like from years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're going around griefing. Like if you're a dark sleeper or something, you know. It's like,
Yeah,
of course,
exactly.
you know, I'm gonna look at your history, but like, my sim had the whole new slate policy. Like, you're allowed to come in until you fuck up.
One of the things that I thought was funny about the end of my Star Wars sim is everyone got really mad because we clean slated it and unbanned Brian and Kenny, and then they made this huge stink about it, and then so the sim closes and everything. Eva does her thing, then has the breakdown and closes her sim, and then Brian and Kenny and Relapse are working on their own Star Wars sim, and then everybody goes there. It's like,
why would you ever go to a Kenny sim, dude?
yeah, I mean, Kenny was like only involved like tangentially, but still, it's like you just made a huge deal about them getting unbanned and like threatened to leave the sim over it, and then you just immediately go to their sim, you know, like 4 months later. And I think Brian and Kenny were unbanned from Eva's sim too, Eva's sim or whatever.
What is the deal with Eva going on? Like, I hear so much shit about this person. She's been nothing but incredibly nice to me when I was in Star Wars. Like,
oh no, she's really nice to you, but the thing is, like, if you get involved in her sim and then you like roleplay somewhere else, she like straight up will ban you and will like freak out if
scheming,
her sim, like,
manipulative thought.
Yeah. The thing is, dude, she's
I'm
just
pretty
like
sure it's
obsessed
a guy,
with
isn't
traffic. No.
Oh, it's an actual girl.
Yeah, but she's
I don't
nuts.
fucking know.
That's how women in SL are, dude. They get
Yeah.
only girl on the internet syndrome. Except like, I mean, they're not all of them. I mean, because you got your doodles, and there's a few
Your doodle's
women I
the
know
worst.
that like keep it together. But
Have you seen her blog, dude?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, have you seen Doodle's blog, dude?
there
No,
was a
Eva's
chick in
blog.
Chaos
Yeah.
that we like called Big Hairy Mammoth, and she was pretty stable. But like Nia and Nia would get that shit real bad. Like ask Cadet about Nia.
Oh yeah, no, dude, it's a very common thing.
Hopefully Lilith rejoins.
Who?
That'd be Lilith Mott. That'd be cool.
Lilith was insane, but she wasn't like
Kalith.
what's a good only girl on the internet syndrome and pulled the
Yeah.
pussy pass and shit a lot. Like she was just insane.
And fair.
I remember Lilith a
And
lot.
kill deadly.
That
Thanks,
was
dude. This
that was a dark whore that he brought around.
How much HP does that?
50. It's the same as
Oh,
ours.
okay.
It's LBSN.
Nice.
But yeah, it doesn't really seem like it's working out too well for him.
Not really. No, especially not when he finds that landmine that he's going to.
Yeah.
Except that landmine is not ghosted, actually. It's just really slow, okay?
I really hope we can get the EAP or the Winlight 2 stuff working out really well, because I really want to have like this sim almost be scary where we get these shadows where you just see us coming out and all you can see are like red eyes or something, coming out.
Yeah, I think everyone just fights with midday though, sadly. But it'd be awesome for like photos and stuff like that, because we really do
It'd
need
be cool if we
like
could
new
force
photos.
lights.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
cool.
like I want to be able to like get it to where it's forced or shared and you have to run it.
But we do actually need another recruitment drive. We talked about that like 4 months ago and then never did it.
But I saw like I was watching like gameplay of Doom 64 where they had its better lighting engine, and like Doom guy was going down the hall and you just see like this blackness and then you just start seeing these eyes coming at you and then the demons emerge from it. It's like I want that shit in our sim.
I think recruitment wouldn't be that difficult. Like, we just need more than fucking one guy at a time going.
Yeah.
Like, we need to all
It's
go
just, like,
somewhere.
The problem is
and we need
where?
to show
Like,
shit
where
off.
do you go?
Yeah. Sandboxes. Sandboxes
Yeah.
are a good spot.
This might be a really good idea or a really bad idea, but the newbie hubs might be a good place to pick up on some people because they already got voice going usually.
New Freebie Galaxy is also decent.
Yeah, that's where we picked up Doodle at, dude.
Is it?
No.
Oh. Yeah,
our biggest issue right now, actually, though, is not even getting people to send applications. It's getting people who start Colt to finish Colt, because we've had a lot of people like almost finish Colt, and then they like get to the end, and they just stop. Like,
yeah, that's very frustrating.
Yeah, and it's weird because like the hardest part is literally just the prim jumping courses. After that, it's smooth sailing.
I really honestly think.
How did I die? What the fuck? I was in the
SLMC
spot.
vet, you made those courses a little bit too hard.
What'd you say?
No, if I could do it, anyone can. It took me a while, but I got it.
Yeah.
Well, it took me a while too, and I got it, but I was like, I know how to prim jump, and I was having real big problems with that course for like a couple hours.
It just takes some practice, and it also takes perseverance. And
But
there's some secret stuff I'll tell you about it.
I'm a vet of the SLMC,
And
I was able to do it.
Okay.
You're talking about SL noobs here that don't know how to do that shit. It's a little too hard.
I'll tell you some kind of secret / not so secret stuff about it after the raid. After the recording's finished.
Well, if I was just gonna say, you know, we had this discussion earlier today about like having a section for people who are new to the SLMC. Maybe we could make a noob course for them. It's a little easier.
No. It's supposed to show that they're persevering.
Yeah. Well, the big difference between us and I think a lot of SLMCs is we've kind of like organically become, I guess, a little at a loss for words right now, is that we are not like a big SLMC in terms of having like, 50 people, but we're like a tight-knit group of people that get along with each other for the most part. And like, I mean, just look at the way we fund the group. I mean, there's really no other groups that can really do that. Everything is community funded. There's no like one person that's responsible for like paying for things. That was very disjointed, but you get my point. So I think for us, the cult is more like a hazing.
We're more communist than Eddie's fucking group. God damn it.
Dude, no, we're anarchists.
Oh,
we're syncretic
okay.
anarchists, yeah. Like, we don't even really like pay attention to our own command structure.
Yeah.
Or are we anarcho-communists, dude?
I don't know. We are what we are.
Yeah. I think we're definitely like syncretic anarchists because you can get away with not ever contributing anything, and there's like no demands of you to contribute. It's just we like voluntarily do it all,
Yeah.
Era-se hoje às 2:02.
Oh, that's great. The smoke prem that they have, my mine attached to it, so now I have a mine floating in midair.
Nice.
Oh, I need to transfer over my bug reports to the forum.
Yeah, same. Oh, fuck me.
Because I made the mistake of using the hand flamer yesterday, like right after we got the new bug report form, and I was getting nailed, and I was like, how are they able to see me? And then I went out of mouse look, and I was like, oh yeah, it emits like a massive orange light that's always on even when you holster it.
No. Yeah, that can be annoying.
Ironically, not as much of a problem in midday wind lights. But I mean, it can definitely just like highlight your position. Dude, I'm just going trade for trade right now. This isn't a good momentum I have.
Is that nigga, like, was that nigga walking backwards and still blocking shit?
Yeah, I don't think it's directional.
That's irritating.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Gas munitions will still get him.
No lollygagging.
Like, look at this shit, Niv. This fucking, like, gun that Scott is using. Like, I know y'all like it. but it's like a fucking bullet whip, dude. I mean, at least it's not quite as bad as SOs where they use 8-meter long bullets. Which explains a bit, actually. But, I mean, that's just kind of sad that they need a literal unbroken string of bullets.
No lollygagging. No lollygagging.
It's whatever.
It's.
Yeah, it's...
Dude doodle. You can't say that, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Nice double kill, dude.
Yeah, but I died.
Still a fucking double kill.
Dude, I actually like the noob tube now. I've like
I
learned how
gave
to.
up on trying to do gunfights with Scott. He just kicks my ass, so I just noob tube him now.
Yeah.
I'm just
Wow.
like, fuck this shit.
Dude, it's a pretty balanced strategy, honestly.
I mean, yeah. The only way I beat him is if I get out melee and rush him, or I get out a noob tube and blow him away.
Yeah. No, he's just like one of the best like prim gunfighters in the SLMC. There's no question.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't stand a chance, so I just have to noob him or melee him. And we can't have Jex on this sim, so it's noob tube.
So I did find out today that coercion used to like train people to use shit like nimble and beacons and combat features, which I mean I use combat features, but so that's not a big deal. But yeah, space barring, nimble, and fucking beacons.
Yeah, that's.
He
Even
does a
Ben
lot of
talked about
advanced
that.
move tactics too, like that midair jump that you showed me he was doing, and I actually adopted it and I've started doing it now and practicing
What
with
mid-air jump?
Well, it's not a midair jump. It's where he strafes jumps. That's what it is. The strafe jumping.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course they did have a they had
No lollygagging.
an actual movement enhancer that enhanced that. If you heard of something called the air strafe, that's what that did.
Yeah.
I remember that being banned from one of the AN sims because we hated it.
Yeah,
I remember the coercion jetpack that would launch you across the sim.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah, the fucking butterfly wing shit.
I couldn't. I don't remember what it was called, but
Yeah.
it was like one of the only times AN actually banned something. Cause normally they allowed just about anything.
God damn it. Am I using... No, I'm not using cracks. Got him. You're dead, bitch. Go home. There, I got him.
I hit her for 72 damage with the last pistol.
Nice. I love it when that happens.
No, my favorite is like when somebody steps on one of your mines or you throw a grenade at them and you hit them for 99.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Then they just turn around and kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, anything above 95 damage is like, I just want to kill myself at that point.
Punch out. Got him.
Want to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons would swoop down at any Let me guess. Someone stole
Oh, goddamn rescue.
Who's
Fucking.
Arthur Mueller?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Oh, they're in our VR too. Weird.
Why are you not? There you go.
All right, they're running last life.
Really? Alright.
Yeah. There's some connection issues on their side.
Alright. Well, that's it.
There you go.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. They say our good Snoop Dogg murdered the High Priest with his voice. Shouted him. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.